Hi Alicia, hi Zelda fan. I'm sorry I do not have the Mootown chatbot. So we're gonna do another playthrough because it's more fun actually talking than it is just playing by myself, so. I'll probably still keep playing through the other file I'm going through just when I don't feel like streaming, but for now. Hey Eileen. We're not cheating. This is just temporary. What playthrough number is this? Let's see. I think I did 4 before the game came out. It might have been 3, I can't remember. It was either 3 or 4, so. We're not actually starting right now, though. I'm gonna go just collect some stuff. Like we're gonna collect some of these, for instance. So I figure we'll just do this little currently feature until it gets fixed, at least. If it gets fixed. That's the worst. The Katia does. Actually, Dormy doesn't need this. I don't know why the game seems quieter than usual. I don't know why. But whatever. We don't really need Renko. Yeah, we're just gonna knock some stuff out, then we'll go play through the first dungeon. I mean, it's not like it really matters, I'd rather just start collecting stuff. We're not gonna do like 100% this time, but I'll go for like air quotes 100% instead. Where we don't do 2,000 battles this time. Or beat up Chirno 40 times or whatever. Is that good? That should be fine. I also have to remember to go unlock characters too, or well, spend my keys, I should say. Alright, so we need the horde encounter here. But I should go look for the break items too. So let's actually swap people around. We'll just use different people basically than last time. Sort of. I mean, I shouldn't say I shouldn't say we're going to use different people because I used like 30 characters last time, but we'll pick some different characters. Yeah, we'll use Koishi. There you go. Reimu Town. Yeah, I actually am doing another one, but I was like, I kind of feel like streaming because it's a bit more fun to talk about the game. So I was like, we'll just do one on stream instead. I don't even want to know. I have never been in that Discord, and I think I am doing a service to myself by not being in there. Right now, I'm just... Hey, Undead Adonis. Right now, I'm just going to go through and collect all the Horde encounters and stuff. And learn the Rinko skills I can. So wait, this should be a good one here. Actually, this is not a good one because it's next to the white flowers. This will give us the forest flower fairies for sure. I don't even know how that's an issue. Like, I'm very confused. How someone could make an issue out of that. It's too good of an item. It's 6%. Why are they not complaining about the cats dropping the casino coins, which is also insane? That gives you like 77% HP. Also, it gets nerfed on Lunatic anyway. What's the issue? Yeah, I'm afraid to say that I'm pretty sure 90% of the people who are voicing their opinions are playing the game where they use Aya, they use Sanai with her explosion, and they use Marisa. Like, I can guarantee that is like 90% of the people who are complaining. They are all doing that. And then complaining the game is too easy or whatever other complaints they have. Or they're like farming up plus 10 equipment of like everything and then sweeping bosses. Or they're voicing their opinions about character balance when they haven't even finished the game. Like I pointed out the Zelda fan earlier. Dude, we just missed that forest fairy so many times. It's the most evasive fairy ever. Save you. Oh shit. I forgot that it actually doesn't count you like the one ahead. Oh god, I almost just left by accident. Okay. Whatever. You know what, Koishi's better for this anyway. It's not like it matters. It's only like level 10. 8. There we go. It's one down. Also, if you're wondering how I have all three of the characters, I basically just saved them here before they got kicked out of the party. So we're not going to keep doing that for the rest of the game. That's just to make this little catching up thing go quicker, where we go through and get all the Renko skills and stuff. Yeah. Temporary feature for now until it's decided to become one. Okay, so we got Paralysis Prank. There's one person, Mootown, who literally said you killed like every single boss in 3 hits or something. I was like, and they said they aren't even like using any of the good characters. They're just picking their favorites, which I'm like, yeah, okay. Alright, we can do this stuff too. Let's we'll get all the... Oh, I should go get the one on the first floor again too. I mean, you also had the person who said the people who tested the game are all filthy casuals or whatever. So, who knows? Okay, I thought that went further for some reason. Went the wrong way that I meant to go. You know what, you're right, Alicia. I am more of a casual than the person who has all their characters in Labyrinth 2 at like level 300,000 or whatever. They're the tree. That's the real non-casual person. Where they're in like floor 10,000 of the Infinite Corridor. Oh shit, my TV. Does this give me a wolf and a flower and a... Okay, I can use these ones too, good. I'm not gonna do this right now, but I just want to double check. Oh, so I said flower, I meant to say Red Riding Hood. Ah, yes, the RS community. Nicest people ever right there. Oh nice, we got it early. Let's swap people so we make sure we don't die. Oh, I didn't even grab the break item. Whoops. I'm gonna go encounter one of the, Oh, nice, we got a squirrel. Yeah, that knocks that out, too. I'm gonna see if I can encounter the, story... or the Fable Assassin Girl. We'll see if I can find it where I usually run into it and get killed. If I don't find it after a couple, I'm just gonna force them instead. Doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Okay, let's go grab the, we'll go grab the Great Tree. Because I don't know if I actually have that one yet. Of course he used that one and not the one that only attacks one character. There's the Great Tree. And a seed as well. Unfortunate. Oh nice, we got another one. Nice. I should just eat the thing on the first turn. It never does. It never seems like it wants to though, which I assume it's programmed not to kill it on the first turn. Unfortunate. Double unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Okay, good. This might be the last one we need. Nice. So I'm not going to do the cats because I can obviously get those while we play. Same with these ones, I'm not going to do those. And these ones, there's no spawn point that I know of for the hexagonal mines. So we'll just go get the horde on 3F now. Oh shit. I was also doing some messing around with the developer tools on that we have access to for other versions of the game, and stuff gets really funny when you skip a lot of the forced events and stuff. So like, if you somehow skip getting, like with the tools obviously, like you couldn't do this normally, but if you skipped recruiting Suwako and Kaneko for instance, they would join you after the time skip happens, and it just instantly gives you access to page 7 crafting, which is kind of funny. Same with like Patchouli for instance. If you don't do her recruitment, which you obviously have to open the rock on this floor because it requires 10 characters. It would just not trigger the condition where you unlock her for having level 8 in all your library, so you could just do that instantly to get her. It's pretty funny. Well, I mean, it's not like usable because it's on like a developer tool that you can walk through walls and everything, but more just for the funniness of it. So these break items are going to be a problem. I'm just going to re-roll them. And it still only spawned 2 up here, so it did not help. Those big plants don't spawn on this side, so I would prefer to avoid them if I could, because they take a lot of hits. Let's actually grab this too. Fortunately, I do not have a way to freeze the nuts. And we would be too strong anyway, even if I did. So we cannot get the drop bonuses. Oh, shoot. I didn't even notice that instantly. I don't think I'll get the horde encounter. Oh, another one. What the heck? I don't think I'll go for the horde encounter that's in Path of the Occult Ball. Oh god, Rinko's gonna lose so much CP. She lost 4. Just because I attacked the wrong thing. Just because like the enemies are like around the level of my characters, so getting a 30 battle streak would not be as easy as just holding down the auto battle. We just got so many encounters with it, what the hell? Oh, of course I miss. It's gonna be kind of close. I think I have to save Junko's TP a little. Never mind, we found it. So that should be, whoops. Should be all the enemies. Yeah, it's 4 of those. Okay, I didn't actually have that, so that's good. It's like, sometimes I like go kill one of these and don't remember. Yeah, and then we have all those. And I was lucky enough to find this, so that was cool. Let's go kick You know, I've never had Patchouli for Marisa. I do want Chirno though. Yeah, Zelda fan said that's who he used before to do the fight, so I think it was Zelda fan who said that, at least. Probably worth getting this. Yeah, it was, okay. I'll hold off on getting that just yet. So we got 2. It's not really a point to get this, almost, because I can't get Kane until I get the Despondent Pete or whatever it's called. Could get Yomu. You can also get the last leaf from here. I will say this is actually not that bad of a pick. After the other playthrough where I skipped getting where I had to pick Nitori, who did not do anything basically, the 48% chest actually ain't that bad. We'll grab this one to get Rumio. I'll hold off on the other one for now, I think. Although I could get Alice, I guess. You know what, maybe it's worth just grabbing Alice. Then we just get this one from within the dungeon. Whatever. We shall get Alice. I guess this will be an Alice playthrough again. Maybe she'll keep her backpack for the whole game for once. Although unfortunately I am like going to be dirt poor. Because you'll see these people don't have any library. I mean Rumia doesn't, but Alice and Chino do not have library levels. And Koichi does and nobody else does. I mean like Koichi has really high ones, somebody else does, is what I meant to say. What am I gonna make? So we're making coffee. See, I almost don't want to spend my money so I can get more from the rats, but I feel like I have to. There's the Alice that survived Psycho Explosion, or Psychic Explosion rather, with that full mind. Whatever, what am I thinking? I cannot take that. The accuracy's kind of nice. Don't need this. I don't have the emote, but imagine the Merlin So True thing right there, Lean. Like, it's so much different than... It's very different than Labyrinth 2, where high damage, like, or sorry, high like power is quite a bit more important early on, just because enemy defenses are generally tend to trend higher than they do in this game, so it's harder to actually break through in the first place. Oh, I have lockboxes, don't I? Actually, yeah, you know, I might use her nature attack, so the accuracy is probably worth it. I don't know if I'm signed into 7TV to be able to see. Oh, shoot. Just one sec. There. Pretty much. It's pretty much Mootown. I'm not saying, you know, people are being dishonest, but, like... Look at that extra 9% chance on tripwire. The greatest. I don't have any of the silver vines yet, shoot. Whatever. Is good enough for now. Oh, wait, do I have extra break out of my might? Nope, seems we're good. Or did I buy the chair? Oh, I didn't get the Cherno one, did I? For the treasure shop. Okay, then we got pancakes. So we'll take some cheese as well. This one's actually pretty good, but I don't... I don't know if I'm ever going to actually use this during the playthrough, so I don't really want to buy it. Also, there's last leaf, look at that. And a blue moonstone. You know, that's the other thing too, Lean, is like, when people say like bosses are easy, like, they could very well be talking about, you know, like, the occult balls, which were designed to be easy. So it's like, you just don't know. Let's see if we can actually snipe a kill here. Probably not. Nah, I think it's I think our damage is a little too low. Oh no, we got one, nice. No, don't kill Rumia. We don't really get another one. Cherno front, Hoishi for terror. Should be doable, maybe. Never mind. We'll give it one more shot if we can see if we can get that. Oh god, don't kill Dorman. No, okay. That one's not really too bad to beat, but just a little underleveled for it. Also, my Crazer did like the unrevealed ground get updated in like a very recent patch. I don't remember it being dark blue. Like I noticed that when I started my other playthrough, and I was like, when the heck has it been this dark blue? It did, okay. I was gonna say, like, I thought I was like genuinely going crazy. They like, stop trying to kill me, please. Just steal my money. Also, I just realized Alice is done, so I need to go grab my coffee. Also, there's another thing people could be doing too, is like literally leaving every single time the thing's done. Like, oops. To be honest, plus 10 queen beats are good on like anyone. There's a lot of good plus 10 items, but people will just focus all on the Sea Hunter for whatever reason. Our Dagger's good. Sunshades are good. What's another one? Summon Gigadisc. The Make or Break EM Blade's also decent. I think the Glaive of Pain got nerfed for some reason. The wiki says it only has like a 2% growth and caps at 120, but I could have sworn that thing used to go to like 160 or something. I'm just gonna hang out for this one. I'll grab more coffee after this is over with. Actually, did I mention the R Dagger? That's another good one that I really like. You can just slap that thing on Chen and it just owns. It's obviously not like as good as some other stuff because it's only like a page 4 or maybe page 5 item. But it's pretty quick to craft it. Actually, do I have access to crafting that? I might start making those instead of coffee. Do I have them upgraded already? Yeah, maybe I'll do art daggers if I have them. Yeah, there's some stuff that gets good awakenings just at level 3 too. So don't like discount those either. Like people focus on the Sea Hunter being plus 10 or whatever, and all you get of that is like you get like aquatic damage up and aquatic damage taken down. Like which is, you know, that's funny and all, but that's not really that useful. I don't know. It was on like a text file lane that had like all the values, and it said it went up to like 160 or something, but I guess I could have been wrong. Oh gosh. I killed them. I don't usually. Oh, nice. We got the pure sake. A Fabula. Okay, we need 2 more for that. Let's just do the ominous gemstone actually, so we can get that to +3. Oh, that was another complaint I saw, Lean. Someone was like, what was San Peso thinking, making Miko so amazing while giving Nitori the most convoluted battle mechanics imaginable? Discarding the fact that, you know, Miko is supposed to be an elite character in the first place. But, like, Nitori's not even that bad. I don't know, maybe I'll use her in this playthrough, we'll see. It won't be like an all-in thing, because I'm obviously not going to +10 a bunch of Sea Hunters. Oops, that's a jest. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find people to use eventually. I genuinely like Kassen's kit in this game, so I cannot tell you whether she is good or not, but I can say I like her kit. But I like characters that take, you know, a bit more work to actually do things, even if it's inconvenient to do so. Yeah, I never ran into that issue, so. I just enjoy her animal gimmick when you start with them and you can just like attack with like a basic attack and the bird will just swoop in and do a bunch of extra shit for you for nothing. Oops, that's not the one I meant to use. I don't have a way to get these. To be honest, I feel like the animals leaving gimmick could just be done away with entirely. I don't really see the point of it. Like, it makes sense for certain stacks, obviously, like that happens, but like she loses them when she attacks anyway because they go into standby. Or sorry, when she uses like the animal-specific attacks, I should say. I feel like it just makes sense from like a game, not even just like a gameplay point of view, but also just from like a logic point of view. Like, why would the animals Cassin trained herself just randomly decide to leave? Like, it doesn't really make much sense from like an actual logic point of view compared to just having your stacks decrease or whatever. There's the flowing dress. Let's grab a count. Oh, nice. Okay, that's less nice. Okay. Yeah, I think those would probably be good ones to propose to San Peso. Once he puts out like the next update or whatever. Just to not like add more work on him or anything right now. Or so that doesn't get like forgotten. please. Yeah, I think that makes sense as well. I do wonder who the next character that everyone's going to just complain about will be, since currently it's Yugi. Which I feel like is also just like a bad sign in general, which is like let's say Yugi does get changed in some capacity. Koichi, I don't really see Koichi, maybe. Or she's hard to use at the start just because there's not very much, there's not much good for equipment that gives accuracy and magic and evasion at the start. Later on you can kind of mix and match a bit better. Yeah, Koichi single-handedly carried like 90% of people's playthroughs past the Marisa, so I don't think they'll hate her. But like, as I was trying to say before I got sidetracked into that, I feel like if Yugi does get changed in some like hypothetical world, I feel like it's just a really bad like precedent to set, where it's like people are just gonna find the next character to complain about until they get changed, and it's just gonna like cascade from there. Something slippery slope or whatever, but like, come on. That was really cheap for that thing. I'll just grab this one too. Well, I mean, I've seen other things too, Undead Adonis, where people are like, Yukari, Yuyuko, Ran, while they're like unkillable after like a turn or two of setup. Like, what the like how? Like apparently Yukari just cannot die because she has passive healing that recovers like a third of her health or something. And because of her like defense having thing where it like equates them for herself and like halves them for everyone else, or like averages them, sorry, not halves. Okay, this is really unfortunate. There's like all the break items are on the side I've already explored and I kind of want them. Oh yeah, Liam, were you there when I was in, was it Zelda fans chat I said that? I don't know. But I wrote, apparently Hakatia is no longer an elite character because having high stats and good attacks no longer quantifies you as being elite, apparently. That's another one I saw. I wish I was joking too. Oh hey, it's the gold cat. And it didn't run away. We did not get the casino coins though. It's funny because I feel like Hakatia is like the character I would consider like the most of the elite characters in terms of just like being all around good at what she does. Like she pretty much can't die to anything. She's got really good attacks, you know, covers a lot of different elements. Like obviously she's not like crazy strong like Doremi or anything, but or doesn't have like, you know, like Junko's, you know, crazy elemental resistant lowering and stuff, but like as like an all-around character, I feel like she's like the most elite of that type. Like I guess the only other one you could say was like Miko maybe, who's also pretty like much of an all-arounder. But I mean, Hakatia is there for the whole game, whereas Miko is there for like a couple boss fights. I'll just do a battle and then... Because we're pretty much already at the encounter anyway, so... I'm so tempted to buy this, but that's so much money. And I would like to get my stats up for the boss fight. That's pain. You can send me that 7TV one too. And the patchouli pizza one if you want. Those ones are some cool ones that people seem to like, so. I can't even view those emotes on my browser. Like, I can see them, like, when they're in the chat, but when I click the 7TV, like, icon to, like, view the list of channel emotes, it just doesn't display anything for whatever reason. So I could just have to assume, like, off of what people have. It's very strange why it's not seem to... Why it doesn't seem to show them, but it's whatever. There. Or okay, actually, never mind. I can see them on my channel, but nobody else's. I can, if I open the thing, it'll show them on here. So apparently, it's just the other channels that it does not work. Did I save? I don't know. I will say the pizza one's pretty good, honestly. It's so, like, I don't want to say stupid, but you know what I mean. Oh wait, I realized it's boss time shit. Whatever, you know what, just use Dormy, why not? That is not where I want to go. I find that happens a lot in this game, to be honest. Like, I'll be like in the middle of exploring, and then somehow I'm just like, oh shit, I'm already at the first boss. Make sure I did actually save that. Mailing will be our character that loses their MP. Who knows, really? I mean, I'm sure he's got something in his mind. I'm gonna save the rest of my money since I don't really need it for the boss fight. I don't know if he would do that in the first place, to be honest. I feel like there's more likely that we might get new bosses than just repeats of like stronger ones. It's a bad start. I mean, it's not like a horrible start, but... And nice miss. I mean, it doesn't really matter on Cherno, she lives it anyway, but still. one's this? Don't know if we live this one. So I probably just want to swap out after I attack. I don't really mind losing Alice, I just didn't want to lose Tierno to like a random slot target. Dang it, Dormy. That would actually be really fun to use if not for the fact that she has no investment. I'm gonna go for Dark Side. Should still be fine, I think. Yeah. Big zero. To be honest, I'm kind of let down by Dormy. I was expecting her to do really good there, but I feel like Acatia destroys that fight faster than she does. Like, I think I won faster just with Acacia solo than I did with Chirno, Rumia, and Dormy all attacking. Oh man, we can get Patchouli. But I don't have the thing. I can't believe you knew what I was thinking of. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, what's it called? Dreamy Express is really strong, but still, like... I think people are just a little exaggeration happy. I don't have any more of those keys, do I? Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Dude, I said in the demo, Dormy looked like she was cracked. I feel so vindicated. I remember that stream, I said Dormy looked super strong, so... I am so vindicated that she turned out to be really damn good. Alright, we can probably actually beat that fight now too. If we have Marisa. It's pretty good damage. What is that, like a 3 hit? I don't have to retry, never mind, I can't check. Alright, so if we don't get unlucky target, then this should be doable. Unfortunate. Oh, I'd say our chances of winning our draft are lower now. Much lower. I'll give this a couple of tries. I'll go for these guys first, I think. Reimu, why? Guess it's still not happening. Man, why do they gotta keep killing Dorm? Oh, we got hit by it too. Unlucky. That was worth a shot. If I like optimized my gear, we could probably do it, but I'm not gonna sit there changing it. Actually, hold on a second. I need to check if Alice. No, she should be making the symbol of faith, I think. Just double check. Yeah. Okay. That's a decent one. Never want to steal. I love that they give you that after you beat Marisa. Like, yeah, that would have been really nice to have for the boss fight. Thanks, game. You know who I have not seen like anyone complain about? Which I'm kind of surprised. Suika. Like, her attacks have like turn 3 plus 2 shit. Like, you think people would be unhappy about that of all things. Like, I feel like I've not seen like really like almost anyone have a problem with that. Like, out of, like, compared to like how much people are talking about other characters. It honestly isn't that bad, Mutan. I used her in my very first playthrough. Actually, I used all 3 of the Onis. And they weren't too bad. Obviously that was like on what has now become like normal mode. But like still. I'm just surprised, like, considering how inconvenient her things are to use effectively. I'm surprised she has not received more complaints. She also has, like, very high magic for some reason. It's, like, almost as high as her attack stat. Which is pretty funny. Gonna do this, then we'll go grab Chen. Oh, you know, I just realized something. That is why the stupid battle is so hard. I did not put library bonuses on Marisa. Thanks, game. I already got Rumia though, but thanks. Wait, Chen, what am I doing? I mean, I figured it was a flavor thing, but it's good to have the confirmation. The funniest one is still Yuka out of all of them in the first game. The context of this Moo Town, since you haven't played it, is in the first Labyrinth of Touhou, Yuka has a higher attack stat than she does magic, and the justification is that she's a bully. Let's try to give this one more shot where I have some extra stats now. A shot where we don't just get like instantly killed on someone, I should say. Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking, come on. We almost had it. Well, I should say almost, but our odds would have been a lot better. Terror kind of sucks, but as long as we can still dodge with it. Although, actually, does that lower player evasion? Or accuracy, rather? Is that only enemies? I forgot what is evasion. It's enemy accuracy, though. Okay. So we just have to keep dodging then. Nice. Oh hey, we got the Kane item too. And I think we have the ingot already, do we? Okay, so we just need to get the Dream Soul. So it's 36 for the wind element. Also, I just really like all the subtle details in this game like that, though. Like, just random flavor things to try to make sense of the characters as a whole. Not just what makes sense as like a gameplay element. Like, I was talking to Zelda fan about this, but like, the fact that every single character has like a different tree, basically. Like, just the way it's shaped and everything. And how some of them actually, like, you know, look like things and everything. I can't go that way. I'll stick the battle and then leave and re-enter. Let's go in there anyway. I think GOS does the same kind of thing too, where the characters try to kind of like make a bit more sense. Obviously, like, the gameplay is completely different, but still. I thought that was the rare enemy for a second. I was like, oh no. We got a cup of coffee, awesome. Also, it's like kind of like tangential, but like It must kind of be scary to make a game like this in a sense where you're like, because you know it's like a fan game of an existing franchise that has essentially nothing to do with the source material or anything. It's like a game. Like it must be really scary to actually try to make a game like that, since it's pretty much appealing to like a fringe of a fringe. I was just thinking where like, you know, people kind of joke around like how there's like a Touhou game for every type of game out there, basically. Makes me want to play Sam Peso's other game, was like Arcanum Knights, I think. I know it doesn't play like the Labyrinth games, but I kind of want to try it out anyway. Oh yeah, that too for sure. Wriggle being associated with poison is like ingrained in my head now. Even though I don't think fireflies are poisonous. Where was I trying to get to exactly? Do I have to go from the... Oh, I might have to take the path. Yeah, I will say, of the different like Touhou fan games I've played, the Labyrinth games and GOS, I think, have the interpretations I like the most. GOS also has like one of my favorite like fan characters too. Oh god. Save me, Rumia, with your defense piercing. The Sakia mom thing is funny. that was so funny when I saw it the first time. Even though I didn't fully like get the thing Zelda fan told me to look for. Actually, you know, that's a game I want to play. Not the one you mentioned, Mutan, but this just like was on my mind. Because it made me think of it. That Zelda fan played this one time. I don't know the name of it. It's the one with the 3 fairies. That have like the little like pixel art that everyone has emotes of. which I do not have emotes of. I guess that's what it is. Hoppin' flappin', sure. It seemed very convoluted, but it seemed kind of interesting. I don't have the butterflies yet. And I don't have the upgrade of this thing. I assume it's on Steam, is it? Okay. Maybe I'll buy it after the stream's over. That's pretty funny. Alright, I'm curious if I can beat this one. I might need some more levels on Junko to do this one. But this one is technically doable, though. Oh, wait, you mean like, on here? Okay, that's probably intentional then. Who have my ice swords? Oops. Actually, Symbol of Faith is better, never mind. Although the ice sword gives mine, so maybe that's better. I'll give it a shot. I think we might be a little too low level for this one. Depends on how much good luck we have, too. Good start. Didn't get teared. We just need to get teared and not get shocked, preferably. There's a terror, so now that there's terror, they're just gonna spam Terror Eater until it wears off. And we got shocked. Okay, that's bad. We need to get teared now. Nope. Okay, you know, hold on a second. I want to make Marisa live that. That's better. I did this the other day and I had like the absolute worst luck with those fucking things using that single target attack. Come on, go for Terror first turn, please. And I didn't get terrored. Okay. Damn it, it killed us. Because the terror halved our mind. Otherwise we would have lived and took 0. Okay, we're terrored, so now to get healed. Not over yet. Okay, we got re-terrored. Nice. Just to make sure we don't get kicked out. That was a strategy I came up with, like, during testing. I just happened to try out Junko there and found out that she just demolishes that fight if you don't get too unlucky. So we got all the path there, so I wanted to find ways to see if you could beat like all of the shortcut fights under leveled, so that's kind of where that stemmed from. The only one I have not managed to beat so far is the Utopia one. But I also haven't tried that much. I mean, that's what Zelda Fan did. That's the recent one he did, was that. Kind of. Actually, I want to give that to... Let's give that to Dormy. I mean, it was technically random, I guess, but he passed someone to pick the numbers for him. So it wasn't necessarily, like, completely random in that sense. Yes, I'm also kind of... Oh. I'm not surprised. Can't wait to put this VOD on YouTube so people are going to comment like, why are you playing the game again? You just beat it. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should just not bother. Or I'll just leave it like unlisted or something. I don't know. Here's your dedicated supplies for fighting Reimu. You see, Alicia, the only thing that matters is you pick Rin to win. Does she really need buffs? I'm using her on my other playthrough and she seems pretty good. The spirits just kind of kill everything on their own. Oh, well. You're technically correct. The best kind of correct. I didn't actually see how much. Okay, it wasn't enough. Alright, aren't the cats bugged anyway, now that I think about it? Some people were asking to make the spirits not like be attackable and stuff. Which I am not a fan of that suggestion. Not because I think it's like necessarily a bad suggestion, but there's a lot of like obviously emergent gameplay that the player has where you can target your own summons for, you know, benefits, like using Iku or whatever. And I think those are good to have in the game, besides Jigoku Hudani, which is kind of an issue. If only because it circumvents HP mechanics. I am unsure. Only one, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It would only do it once. I mean, I can kind of see it with the Yomu, but at the same time, Yomu's also just really strong. Like, her attacks have really good damage formulas. Her first one, maybe not so much, but her, like the extra tier ones, when she gets like life and death and stuff. I think like Slash of Eternity is like 244% attack or something crazy. Yeah, I mentioned it yesterday when in Zelda fans chat, I think. That I think like a lot of people think Yomu's bad because the first dungeon you get to use her in, all of the enemies are either resistant to physical or they're immune to it. And you can use her like wind attack obviously, but like it's just gonna give people a bad first impression. I forgot to level 10 up, shoot. This is not good. Very not good. I'm kind of surprised he won, to be honest. Oh, nice. That might give us art. Or no, we needed 2, didn't we? Never mind. We do not get the art dagger. This one's pretty good too, honestly. I'll make those. God, that's so expensive for this. It's not. This is not even like a hard craft. Why do you gotta do this to me, game? How much butter do I have? I would need 1 more salt to get this. Like, that is not worth spending like 7,000 on. The chest is actually pretty nice, but like I think the 2 like the Elysium system and the what's the other one, the blue pack or whatever it is, I think they get nerfed a little still from the Lunatic bonus thing. So like the 99% mind or whatever it is, I think it goes down just a decent amount, unfortunately. It's still pretty good, but I guess I didn't need to make all those ominous gemstones. I'll probably be done after we fight Reimu, I think. Hopefully we win. Yeah, this one's pretty peaceful. This will make less sense to you, but when I first played this game, like during testing, I thought the boss was going to be Yuyuko because of the aesthetic. Or Yomu, like it would be like one of the two. I was kind of surprised when it was Marisa and Reimu. Although it makes sense from like a, you know, like they're the protagonist type of thing. I thought it was just going to be like a funny subversion or something, kind of like how in 10 Desires, which is the 13th Touhou game, Yuyuko's the first boss when she's like the final boss of the 7th game. I mean, he did that with Sakia, kind of. Like, she has, like, the PCV outfit on. So it actually makes sense that she's in, like, a winter area. I know, don't worry, Alicia. I was just explaining, like, some context, basically, of why I thought it might have been that way. But, also with the Sakia one, too, she has a cold on one of her attacks, which she doesn't get when you use her as like a player character. Presumably because she's in like the ice dungeon. Which I thought was kind of like a neat thing. Although it makes the attack more annoying to deal with. Well, sort of. I guess in a sense it's more annoying, but you also have you can use Cherno to weaken it because of the fact that it has cold. I mean, you can also use Raisin too, but I don't think Raisin's going to live that attack since it's Mystic. But since it targets their defense, I meant to say. I guess let's go back down. The Swamp Dungeon is still the one I like the most out of all of them. It just has like the perfect atmosphere. And the music, it just like suits it so well. Actually, I'll go grab that break item. What'd you do for crafting? Aren't they like crazy? Like, oh, you're already 98. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, aren't they like crazy like XP GP loss or something? They aren't. I thought like uncuts were like 7k and like cuts were like 5k or something. Oh, you oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I think it's too much effort. No, I can go up top. I can get it this way. I was going to say, I thought it might be too much effort to get this break item, but never mind. Alright, time for the next boss. I'm just gonna take Nitori, just for the... I'm not gonna use her, but, like, right now, I should say. I mean, that may change in the future. But I don't think I'm gonna use the gacha right now, whereas upgrading, like main equipment, I may actually use... We can also craft stuff too, so... Oh shit, that's a really good one. I don't know what to take. I don't really need that, I guess. I don't actually know if this works with skills like this one. I would assume it probably does. Let me just double check what level Reimu is. I think he's 28. 26. I'll have to make sure everyone was like decently leveled. Actually, I'd probably cover the dark one. There. I don't care as much about cheer now, I just want to make sure everyone else is the ones I'm actually going to be using. I would use this, it's probably going to get nerfed like crazy though. I'll bring that too just to be safe. That is debuff resistance. Actually, I might just go with defensive on Chirno, I think. And just have her there for status. Don't worry about it. It's fun to talk about the game, so. Yeah, you can do that. Kind of just varies. If you want to like min-max, it's probably more effective. This game's kind of like how would you phrase it? Like, it's better to do one thing really well than it is to do multiple things only okay. If that makes sense. But there are times where it's good to divide and conquer, essentially. Just... maybe get wind. Alright, so how many turns we have? I don't know if we died to anti-speed circle. I don't think so. We get our mystic damage up. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it did like nothing. So we do have to switch here. So it's going to be all stat buff. Then we get a free turn. So I'm just going to bring Rumia in. That was a good dodge on Rumia specifically. I mean, she might have actually lived that, to be honest, but I would not say for sure. Koishi, a bit of MP. Did not get the terror, unfortunately. How many turns do we have? So we should be able to win this before that gets to that point. Yeah. It's a very easy fight, so it just can go really badly depending on your characters. Because you obviously may not have Rumia, for instance. Oh yeah, there's actually tiles, you can't see them, but behind these trees there's actually like 3 tiles there that you can walk on that you can't get to. And break items can apparently spawn on one of them, I think I saw in the Discord. That fight's way harder if you don't have Rumia Mootown, I'll just say that. Like, the extra damage you get from like Human Slayer and stuff, and just having an extra Mystic attacker makes it a big difference. I'm also quite a bit higher level too, don't forget. Like, I have like extra Phantasmagoria damage, for instance. Yeah, I've done more playthroughs, so I have that much, as well as a lot of hours just in playing around with the game. Zelda fan has the most, for sure. Well, the reason I specifically say use Zelda fan is not just because you did a lot of playthroughs, but it's also because you had access to the game before like everyone else involved in testing, so you had like extra time to play even back then. Sakia is genuinely really hard. Like, out of all the bosses, she's like actually really hard. It takes like a lot of planning to actually manipulate her murder clock to not screw you over into Soul Sculpture. No, Sakia is really hard. Don't worry, Undead Adonis. Back in testing, she used to have 500 less attack and speed, so she was way weaker back then, and you could just like not even have to buff and just sit there on her. But she's way worse now. And Soul Sculpture just hits like a truck because it's got cold and mystic, so it's really hard to guard against. But anyway, I think I shall stop there for today. If I don't have any plans tomorrow, I might do like a longer one tomorrow, but we'll see. So that'll be it for now, so thanks for watching. So let me make sure this exports in case the VOD gets muted randomly, which so far it hasn't happened, but you never know.